Hey everybody, hope everyone's having a good night tonight. It's Slender here, and I'm going to go over a developer response from the Umbral system on the New World forums. People were complaining that, some people, and myself included, you have a really nice weapon. It's not quite 600, super, super close though, like 599, 598, 597. And a lot of people are complaining that, hey, we would like to upgrade these weapons and be able to get them to 600 and even 625 with the Umbral Shards. How come we can't do that? Why does it have to be, 600 to use the Umbral Shards? And, I totally agree. And, I have a Will of the Ancients. I have a Will of the Ancients. It's 587. And I would be super willing to spend Umbral Shards to get that up to, 600 and then even 625. Absolutely. I've run Lazarus probably about 30, 35 times, and that's the highest I've been at 600 or 590 gear score or expertise for about, probably 3 or 4 weeks now. And I still haven't got anything higher than that 587 Will of the Ancients. And it would be amazing to be able to use these Umbral Shards. Even if it took more Umbral Shards, I'd still be willing to do that. And it looks like Amazon did listen. So Zin Ramu, one of the New World developers, an actual developer, came up with this response. I'm going to read it to you guys right now. And I will put the URL or the link for this post in the description so you guys can read it yourself. But here we go. And this was one day ago. Thanks for all the feedback so far on the Umbral system. One piece of feedback that is fairly unanimous and I think makes sense is limiting the ability to upgrade to gear score 600 is pretty, I don't know what that word is. I was going to say maybe erroneous, like an error, but I don't know what onerous means. We wanted to keep the value of legendary 600s really high, but I can totally see how that is limiting and can be disheartening when you get a lot of bad RNG and haven't gotten your legendary roll. Absolutely. So he's empathizing. Therefore, we are looking into reducing the required minimum gear score to upgrade to 590, meaning you have to have at least a 590 to get to 600. So my Will of the Ancients would be out of the question. But hey, if I get something higher, then that'd be cool, Maybe I can get a 590, 591, and be able to, upgrade it to 600 and then 625 even. You will still need to get to expertise 600 to unlock upgrading via Umbral. But once it's unlocked, you can now upgrade from 590 to 600 at a moderate Umbral cost. So not a minimal cost, a moderate, meaning pretty high cost. That allows those really good 590 to 599 rolls to become great weapons with a little extra Umbral. We will try to get this change in as soon as possible. So this isn't from a community manager. This is from a New World developer. So that's really, really interesting, guys, and actually really, really good news. Now, another thing that was mentioned is if we have, let's say it's, an epic with 2 perks on it, and it's 590. If we get that to 600, would we get an extra legendary or, an extra, would it become legendary and get that 3rd perk, a random perk or the perk that's supposed to be on there if it was legendary? And they actually answered that too. And they answered this, so it looks like the same day. So we got bored, said, are they getting a new perk when they become legendary at 600? Referring to the 590 to 599 epics. And Zinramu came back with this, again, New World developer. They will not gain an additional perk. I think that would potentially, devalue legendary items and the chase for them too much. Once players level up mutators or their expertise, they will be able to earn a fair amount of Umbral Shards quickly. So they could potentially upgrade a lot of 590 plus items in the hunt for a good perk roll. We don't want the Umbral system to be a source for new gear, but rather a path to upgrade gear. And, I have to say I agree. Everybody would have the best weapons no matter what they got. They could just upgrade any really good or decent item to 600 and get those extra perks. And the getting the legendary items at that point would not really be so legendary. Every time I get a legendary, I get so excited. My heart starts beating. I see that golden bag. Don't you hate when that happens in Genesis and you just get blight seeds? Oh my god. But anyway, Yeah, I agree with that. I'd have to agree. So my Will of the Ancients, if I did get a 590, it would be awesome to get it to 600 and even 625 with the, the blessed and the refreshing move. But it would still, I would still have something to look forward to when doing Lazarus, trying to get that 600 and get that legendary, that extra third perk, which would be amazing, and then upgrade that to 625. So if they basically, if we were able to do the 590 thing and get that extra legendary perk by getting it to 600, it would just really kill the whole legendary system, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, guys. So, yeah, great post. I'm glad that they're listening. I'm glad that we can submit this feedback. I really like the direction they're going with this stuff and just listening to the community. I mean, at this point, they really have to. They have a really good game with a ton of potential, but it can go downhill even quicker than it already has been. And I think they're going to really do whatever they can to keep that from happening. And that's good news. It's trending in a positive direction. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I definitely think this is a great implementation, really good idea. And again, I would probably agree that we probably shouldn't get that third perk, because then legendary items that drop are not that legendary anymore. It's just like, okay, well, we could do this anyway in, a few runs of this or that. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to keep scouring the forums for new updates. I was at work. I found this out. I wanted to upload it earlier, but I couldn't because I was on my laptop. And, when I record on my laptop, it gets kind of jittery. So I wanted to do some quality videos without, that jittery nonsense. So thanks for stopping by. Be on the lookout for new videos. I'm going to continue looking for different ways to make money and get them out as early as I can. So again, thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you in the tournament. Take it easy.